backward versus front-loaded curriculum design. So, a front-loaded curriculum design, or otherwise known as traditional design, starts with putting the standard first. What is what is our standard, and then how do we get to, you know, where we're going. Um, there's lots of course, steps in between, but standard first, and then work their way toward working your way toward what are we going to do to actually teach it, and then how are we going to assess it. Whereas the backward curriculum design starts with, okay, here's the test. This is what we're going to have to show that we've learned on. So let's work from there. What's going to be on the test, how, and then backing up through all those steps. How do we get there? It begins with identifying, what the end is. That's their first thing. Where's our destination? What's that going to look like? And then how are we going to know when we get there? So, what will they be tested on? And then backing all the way up to, okay, here's how we're going to get there. This is, what we're going to pack in there for the trip. We're going to, plan our learning experiences and instructions, and just, you're starting with the end and going backward. Maybe like reverse engineering. You're starting with the product that you want to end up with, and then you're trying to figure out how is best to make that product to get what it is we want. Here I am back at products again. Anyway, so I would say I probably use a little bit of both. Um, I kind of I look more at, what do I want to teach. How do I guess I do a little bit of backwards. Probably a little bit more than the forward, because I just start with what do I want to teach? What do I want them to get them out of that? So if I'm teaching, say, Alma Woodsy Thomas, I start with, okay, what do I want them to know about her? Is it her use of color? Is it her use of um, unity, rhythm? Do I want to focus more on who she was as a person? What did she overcome? So all that, take all that, and then build it backwards from there, and then check and make sure that's going to fit into the standards, as well. But I think I kind of do a little bit more backwards, I guess, which falls into line. That tracks. I do a lot of things backwards. But so I kind of begin with, like, okay, what do I want to teach? How would I like that to look in the end? Not just what I want the artwork to look like, and even though they're not going to be tested so much, I do quiz them along the way about, what do they know about her? What did she overcome? How did she overcome it? I like teaching her because it talks, you talk about ageism and racism and feminism, all the isms. Well, maybe not all the isms, but some of the isms. And she was an overcomer. So what do we have to overcome to get to where we want to be on a project or on a unit or over the whole year?